Limitless, yes.
All right, people, we're on the road, DLIFE. We're here in Antigua. I want to big up to Johnny, man, our trusted right hand driver extraordinaire. Keep it, don't correct, nothing. Behave yourself. What we just call you, Johnny. Yeah, you're Winky. A big man make me calling a big man Winky. That's a song right. All right, big up to Johnny. Folks, all right, we're here in Antigua and we have something special for you. We actually heading to the ARG Stadium, which is like Carnival City, all right, Antigua Carnival City, where all the major events happening. And we are going to be sitting and talking, well, not really sitting down, we're going to be talking to the chairperson of the Antigua Barbuda Festivals Division, Miss Elizabeth Machoul. All right, she's the big woman in charge, right? So we're going to be talking to her. We're going to be finding out a lot of things about the preparation for Carnival this year, all that the intricacies that went down. They have a brand new stage. They have a full brand new sound system. A lot of things that they did, the different events, and of course the cream of the crop, which is Melting Pot, which features Marshall Montano. All right, so we're going to get into all of that with her. We're now pulling up outside ARG Stadium, which is, you know, I used to call it the stadium, and I still call it the stadium. I don't know why, but it's the grounds. All right, ARG, the festival grounds. And we going in there now. We're going to be linking up with Miss Machoul and, you know, get some insights. So keep it locked right here, or it'll go nowhere. Antigua 2026. Feel the rhythm, we here.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right?
Yeah.
Have a seat, man.
Cool.
All right, folks. We're here. We're in the beautiful island of Antigua.
I know you have on a Miami
Well,
Carnival
I mean,
shirt.
they represent, you know, it's Miami. I was told that it had limited Antigua shirts.
Okay.
So I tried.
Okay.
I honestly tried.
And I'll throw my team under the bus, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I tried. I tried to get, they said it was limited, and there's no more shirts.
Okay.
But we're here in beautiful Antigua Barbuda again for the greatest summer festival, Antigua Carnival, Antigua Barbuda Carnival. We have the beautiful Ambassador Elizabeth Machoul, right, chairperson of the Antigua Barbuda Division of Festival Commission.
Antigua Barbuda Festivals Commission.
Yes. All right, she's here with us. And what that means, folks, is everything we're seeing here for Carnival, this lady here is at the head of the RAM putting it all together. Am I right in saying that?
Well, I have a team.
Well, you have a team. But every team has...
Yeah, I'm the one that get the blame if things go wrong.
So let's start off first, Lisa, with the infrastructure. I mean, I am totally impressed from last year to this year, what I am seeing. Tell us a little something, brand new stage.
Yeah, and roof.
And roof.
Yeah, the PM said to level up, so we're leveling up. So the stage is 115 feet long.
Wow.
And in depth, 60 or 45, I can't remember. I think it's 60. So quite big, and everything is under one roof, where before we had the play area just 60 by 40.
Right.
But this time, the play area plus the monitor world plus the side stage are all under one roof.
All under one roof.
So we can, and we also can hang our screens and our sound, everything is under one roof.
Housing. Yep.
And yeah, and so you would see that, you know, we've also improved on our sound.
Yes, the PA system.
Yeah, and well, lighting, you would see that, you know, there's a lot more added now. But so many things are being used now with lighting. Screens are being used for effects for lighting and stuff like that. So it's quite pretty, actually. So we're building out.
You're building out. I mean, and this is a whole new look. What has been the overall response to this? Because we know it had a couple events already.
Yeah. Yeah, people are very impressed. The energy inside Antigua Carnival City, Antigua Recreation Grounds, is light. It's positive. It's colorful. It's beautiful. Last year, you would have noticed that part of our real estate would have been given to, like, the food vendors and the thing. We've since moved the food court to their own home.
Okay.
So we have a food court.
So there's no more food.
There is a truck. There's the truck city. We have the truck.
Okay, the
city.
food trucks. Okay.
Yeah, that's a couple. We have a couple, maybe 4 of them on the field, but towards the back. And then our food court is on the tarmac, just above our play area.
What was the idea behind that change? Was it something that you heard back from the public, or what was the?
We just the public want to. We wanted a lighter, less congested look on the field. And we wanted things to flow. We wanted to be able to pinpoint where the emergency exits are, where certain things are, like where you can go and get your top up from INET, your bars. We wanted people to have space to come and lay on the lawn with their kids and their chairs. They pull out chairs for like panorama or semi-finals, because we did have a cooler fete also. And we just wanted more room for people to be able to move around and feel more comfortable. And we just thought that the venue just looks a little prettier now that everybody has their own home.
Space.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we noticed when we came in first. We realized that it's cozier as well. It gives that warmth. When you come in now, you feel like if it's not, everything is just parted off. Now, let's get into now what as terms of your lineup this year, your schedule. Your schedule is a little different this year, whereas in terms last year, you guys had every night you were going night after night inside ARG. This year, there's certain nights and then there's other nights and stuff like that. What is the reasoning behind?
2 things. We do have a lot more gaps. Last year, we would have celebrated Burning Flames anniversary, so they would have had the Wednesday night.
Correct.
So this week it would have been the Tuesday, which was, I think last year was a Soca Monarch. That was the Tuesday, I believe. But now we have it as it's with I Am Woman. It's Patrice Roberts, I Am Woman. And then the Wednesday, which would have been Burning Flames, they were originally looking at it, but they got booked out of the country. And like he says, U.S. money. So, but so we had very interested persons wanting it for a band meet band competition for the younger artists. So they want to look at it for next year. But the reason, so that's the only thing different in this week's schedule that has changed. Everything else remains the same. Monday, which would this Monday gone. We would have that would have also been free. However, we wanted to be able to separate. We wanted to be able to give some days where we could catch ourselves, meaning to make sure production gets some rest, to make sure the team gets rest, to make sure the grounds. We wanted to make room or rain days. We wanted to be able to have some reserved rain days. Even leading up from the semis or from the children's, the junior soca and junior calypso, because school finishes in June, and then to get kids prepared to participate, we felt, maybe they might need a day where we didn't know if the numbers were going to be heavy. And so soca and calypso, junior soca and calypso were back to back in one night. We wanted to make sure if we needed a night to put one, You
had that room, you
Correct.
had that space.
Because in the past, the events could not stand on their own, the junior calypso and junior soca. That's why we combined it.
And which will bring me to my next question, but go ahead.
Yeah, so we just wanted to be able to have emergency days. Let me put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, rolling right back into that, when you say events can't stand on their own, there's been the talk of participation,
Yeah.
right? People coming out, supporting the events. Give us your take on that and what you think is needed to get people to come out, to support the events.
Personal pride. You have to have pride in your country. You have to have pride in your culture. You have to put a value on your culture. And if you don't put value on your culture, then you're not going to come out. I mean, everything that they've asked for, we have given. We, you know, you've been coming to Antigua for years, D. And you look at this, and you travel the world. You travel the world. And so you've been to all the carnivals all over the world. Tell me where else could match what you're seeing here, or tell me if we have not, you know, reached to that level or raised our standard to meet international standards.
You have.
And so we do that.
Right.
We have, you know, we encourage the artists to, we've had certain workshops to help artists with writing,
I saw that
producing,
you guys had that.
engineering, marketing, even their marketing. So we try our best to give them the tools, and we feel that it's really up to the person. Culture and the culture is community. Culture is what, it's your personal pride. You know what I mean? We probably need to start discussing or start facing reality and asking if it is our culture has evolved into something else. And is it that we just need, let's look at it holistically. I had 2 artists that reached out to me to thank me for putting so much into Carnival for the Soca Monarch and the semis, because they feel as if it wasn't for these 2 shows, they would not have a presence in Carnival, period, because the private events are not booking them. So if we want to really talk realistic, does that mean that if government pulls out, or government does not put in so much, what would happen to the culture then? What would happen to it? So let's twist it around, because you know, us West Indians, government is government fault. Everything is government fault.
But you make a good point. If government doesn't put in, it stands to reason what will happen.
Exactly.
Right?
And so don't ask me about participation or what it means. Ask me what would happen if government actually pulls out then. What is going to happen to the culture?
Which brings me to my next question too, in regards to the music, because this is something I noticed this year. Now, in the previous years, I would have already, before I even touched down in Antigua, I would have gotten a vibe in terms of the music, because certain songs would have been because of social media and crowd participation and just the hype, right? I would have gotten a sense of what is playing down here. I am being very honest with you. I came down here and I was pretty much, like, I've been asking, you know, what it is.
What's trending.
What's trending, what is thing.
Like Golo was last year.
Yeah,
Golo.
Right. The year before that was Tuppity Morning, all these different tunes.
And BB Service.
BB Service and all these things. So you was getting that energy, which was carrying you into the, I mean, T-shirt mask is beautiful. It's an energy, it's something that you guys have owned, right? I've heard other carnivals from traveling, they say, we want to see if we can incorporate that T-shirt mask thing, because...
Which is why we invite you guys to come to T-shirt mask. Trini Jungle Juice would be, is also here, Caribbean Beauties, yourself, because we want to showcase, because that is part of our culture. We love a road parade. Everything for us is road. And so that's our opening parade, because that's the first set of our road parades that we do. So what was your take on the road?
My take on the road, and 2 perspectives. The music, I wasn't getting enough local.
Correct.
Right? I wasn't getting enough local. And 2, the spacing.
Right.
There were, in my opinion, the gaps were a little too long.
Between the bands?
Between the bands. And those are things that could fix. Right? You can look at...
We've been trying to fix for
They've
years
been trying
also,
to fix. I mean, you get that in every carnival. There's always that one band tends to lag and want to pull back and thing, but what it does, it has a negative effect on the folks who are out there in the sun waiting for you guys, waiting to see you guys.
And the international visitors too,
you know, so there's that part of it. But, you know, the music, you know, we needed the local music. We needed that trending song. We needed to see some of the local artists on you know, on the trucks. And you made a good point. you know, some of the events, and I'm assuming the trucks are not hiring these
Right.
local artists.
Right.
What can, as far as government do, right? I wouldn't say government don't want to do, but what could government do to help facilitate that in terms of getting these artists on these different private events and getting them?
Well, I mean, now you're asking government to become management.
No, well, I mean, it's part, you're done there already, technically, in a sense, because they look to you guys.
Yeah, but, you know, we try to do our part. Like, I
Right.
called a meeting in with our media, and that was the conversation I wanted with the media. Why is it that they're not playing the local music enough?
And what was their response, like the radios and stuff?
Well, I mean, you had different ones. Some said that the local artists do not come when they schedule interviews or releases. But, you know, I basically said to them, if you want me to do business with you guys for Carnival, you guys need to support the local. But then we take up the same music and we make ads for businesses, and the artist doesn't get anything. You know, so things like that I'm looking at. And we've had the conversation with the media. We've been having the conversation. We can't tell local promoters who to book.
Right.
You know, because we don't know what their overheads are. We don't know what they're spending. So we don't know how their financial report looks at the end. But I just think, you know, in Trinidad, they're going through a reset. Trinidad is going into a reset.
Right.
And that would trickle down to the other islands. They have a lot of young carnivals that would not feel it as soon as we would. Islands like St. Lucia would not feel it just yet, because that's a young, fairly young carnival that did not evolve as fast as like Trinidad did or Antigua did, because Antigua was in the top, you know, well, has always been in the top
Right.
for summer festivals. But there's a reset coming because everybody's culture is changing. And for instance, I've been telling the artists, you can't put out a song if you don't have visuals to go with it. Because nobody
Good point.
listening to MP3s anymore. Everything is TikTok, everything is videos.
It goes hand in hand now.
Correct. Which is one of the things that, you know, I've been, because, I mean, Carnival can't survive on its own. We need the music. I came to semifinals, Calypso and Soca. People curse about the Calypso, it's not good Calypso. I find this Calypso this year was better than last year. I quite enjoyed it. And that was just the semis. That's not even the full, presentation that they normally do. And, you know, but another thing that is probably hurt, again, is the value you put on your culture.
Right.
It's the value you put on your culture. Because people prefer to stay home and watch it online for free. I am...
What is your take on that? As far as...
I don't approve of it.
You don't
everybody,
approve?
No, everybody
Okay.
knows that. I don't approve of it. If you want... Because you're not supporting them by buying their CD. That's if they can afford to put out a CD files for LP or album. You're not supporting them by coming to the shows. You're watching it online, and you're watching it and criticizing online. You know, like, even with the little kids. You know what it is for a 13-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 9-year-old to get on a stage to perform in front of 10 people? That's real brave.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? So, and it's a lot of sleepless nights working on it, and the anxiety for babies. Like, you don't do that. And bullying is real. Whether you know, so it's a bunch of Facebook bullies that go on there to just
A
criticize.
lot of these is grown folks too, who
Of
sit
course.
behind...
No, of course. But I don't agree with the online, because I think you can't preach about preserving the culture if you're at home. How are you preserving the culture? I don't understand. You know, we put in our money where our mouth is. You know, we're investing in the culture. We're trying to give top-level production to have people come. So what's going to be the excuse now? Why are y'all staying home now? We level up. Tell me what's the next excuse. So I said, well, if that's the case, let's introduce a pay-per-view. And the government, Carnival was introduced originally as stimulation to the economy during your summer months, because it's the slow months. So government not really, yeah, we would love to be able to make good money at the gate.
Yeah, monetize
but
it.
if it is, you know, we could help the artists, because you can teach an artist everything about the engineering, the production, the songwriting. If you don't give them the resources to go and pay for a proper studio or a songwriter, what you teaching them for? So I wanted to, I would like to introduce a pay-per-view that goes directly to the artist. So if it is, and it's starting from even tenths or the semis, and so the artists that participate or get to that level, or even they can pool it however they want to control it, we control it with them. We get proper studios for them, we get writers for them, so the quality of the music is improved.
So this pay-per-view element that you're talking about would be to, this
It's
will
for the
go to the
well,
artist.
it is
Okay.
for the ones that put into the art form. Like the culture belongs to us, and you know, I'll tell you. Yeah, I in Carnival, I'm in there, I'm watching the invoices come in. The last set of people is the artists that get money, you know. Remember Carnival going on for months before. You have to
Right.
do the marketing, the infrastructure, everything going on. Artists only start to get money, and that's
After
appearance
everything-
fees. From
after-
semi-finals, correct. And by semi-finals, 80% of your Carnival done, meaning it's already built out, if you get where I'm coming from.
Right.
What does that say to you? What does that say? The culture is not in the hands of the creatives.
What? Okay. So,
Carnival is not in the hands of the creatives anymore. So I am trying to, but again, it's what we love. It's about what we love. Maybe we don't love our culture. That could be it.
Wow.
Maybe it's that. Maybe my culture, my culture has changed, or my love for this culture, or you know what I'm shifting towards a different culture that I love. Maybe it's that. I know two can coexist, because I love my Syrian culture and I love my West Indian, Caribbean, Antiguan culture, and I've coexisted in both of them for 51 years. You know, and I celebrate both. And I'm not defined by one. I'm defined by both.
Right.
So, I mean, so the two can exist. So you can love a dance hall, but you can also love your Antigua culture. You can love a reggae, but you can still appreciate your Antiguan culture. You can love soca music, but you know, not because you prefer soca, you don't love calypso. The two can coexist. You can come here, and I'm telling you, I have heard Pan sing. I have heard Pan sing.
No, pan is a beautiful thing, and you
Correct.
have to have a
But how
passion
many,
for it.
exactly, but how many of us come to Panorama? And that is a community right there. Panorama itself is a cultural community. And when you see those numbers dropping, the easiest thing to do is blame the government. Or the easiest thing to do is say, Lisa, mash it up. I come and meet it like that. I come to meet it like that. Prime Minister said, okay, we're going to level up. We're going to give them what they want. And we've done that. Let me hear the excuse this time. And that's, I'm being honest.
No, and
And I'm
this
calling out, I'm calling out all these cultural lovers that sit behind a TV and love the culture, but they're behind a TV, or they love in the culture, but they're at a fete, but they won't pay $20 to come in to watch artists on stage,
and that
or
is the
Panorama.
average cost to come
Panorama
in
on
to-
stage.
yeah.
Absolutely, we don't have a big population. So I know Trinidad suffers the same thing, because the fet's taking over. The fet season, or the fet life, or the fet culture has taken over. However, they would see their numbers, but for us it looked like a sold out show, because y'all have millions. We only have 100,000 people. Y'all have millions. So for us it would be like, yeah, y'all still looking good, but the people at the gate will tell you our numbers dropped by 30% or 40%.
Wow.
You know, in Trinidad I'm talking, like,
Right.
if you get where I'm coming
Yeah.
from. So, I mean, so we just have a certain amount of people to cater to. And that is why our marketing shifted, and we now focus a lot. We still have we place a lot of energy locally. I'm sure you can see.
Yes, I see that.
But and I'm sure you realize, we also focus a lot on the Caribbean now. And we're doing a lot in the Caribbean, because our diaspora is what's driving the Carnival energy around the world. around the world. It's the diaspora
Yes.
that is moving Carnival across the world. And that is the true talk. The diaspora around the world is what's pushing Carnival regionally.
Which brings me to a big point here now. With how, over the years, right, I've been coming to Antigua for a while now. And I have always noticed coming to Antigua where you guys actually had an uptick in flights, had to add flights coming in, especially from New York and stuff like that. Over the past 2 years, and we can blame it on the present administration in the US and stuff like that, there's a lot of skepticism to travel, to leave the US, especially if you have a green card. Even if you have a green card, people are scared, right? You know, though, what do you think is that a cause? And which brings me back to my point with the pay-per-view element you bring up, because you have the people in the outside diaspora that would love to still see it, but still afraid to travel or don't want or can't afford to travel. What would you say to those things? And what is the government doing in terms of those folks in reassuring, like, listen, you could come home, feel safe to come home? What you think it?
Well, I mean, again, forward thinking, because we see what's happening globally. It's not special to Antigua.
No, it's not.
It's not. You know, it's happening globally and regionally. I definitely know. I ain't telling nobody to come. You're safe. You know, we have to see what's going on globally. Last year, we did see an uptick in flights. American Airlines added an additional flight, Liat added flights, Caribbean Airlines added flights last year. So we saw that last year. We have a problem with hotel rooms now, where all the hotels are sold out. So we do know people are flying in, persons are flying in. So we have not been affected significantly as yet. However, we can see where the world is going, and which is why our focus or our vision or mission now needs to change. And that's one of the reasons why we switched focus to the Caribbean.
Okay.
Which is why we're working so closely with Liat and Inter-Caribbean. But Liat is our official airline for this year. But we're working with them closely because we have to prepare for what's to come, because we don't know what's to come.
So the focus now is regionally throughout the Caribbean instead of
we always,
just
our
decrease.
biggest market is always the US and the UK. And so we always focus there, but we really never focused on the Caribbean. But we have seen where the Caribbean diaspora are now the ones that are basically heading the energy behind the regional carnivals, because every carnival has grown in the region. Every carnival. You look at Jamaica Carnival, it's private. It's a private carnival. But look at how it's grown over 2-3 years. Look at how St. Vincent and Grenada just took off.
Yep.
Dominica, which was the best kept secret, is no longer a secret. You know, St. Lucia coming after us hard, where they're flying every single, or maybe they just come and visit, but every big names. When I tell you big names, you know, Chloe Bailey, and, you know, they just had Marshall that spent a whole weekend there, and he get real cuss up for it from me. I tell him if he's going St. Lucia for Carnival and playing Mass, he better find himself here for Mass. But, so, I mean, you can see they're coming hard, and it's because they're playing catch up. But they're putting out an amazing product. And so, you know, everybody's focusing in the Caribbean. Everybody, and it's because not just about what's happening internationally with the new administration, but because we've recognized people have now started to fly into Caribbean, if you want to call that, regionally. That we now have St. Kitts coming here. I mean, I got so excited when I saw all them Antiguans in St. Kitts for music festival. I was like, yeah, well, I'm glad y'all find money for St. Kitts, because I hope y'all come to Antigua Recreation Grounds, Carnival City, for our carnival. Because people, you know, Antigans are now, the whole Caribbean, we're now visiting every island. You know, Dominica, for Creole, full of Antigans. St. Kitts Music Festival was full of, I think over 500 Antigans was there. St. Lucia, I was just in St. Lucia for jazz. Amazing. I know the big thing now is the Jamaica Carnival, you know, so we have that. So, I mean, it's great. St. Lucia had real Antigans there too. And so I think, you know, our biggest asset is always going to be our people. The Caribbean has what 54, I think it's OECS, that's 54 million. Let's
Something
tap into
around
that. Let's tap into that.
And now, talking about your artists.
Our EC dollars still have value.
No,
you know?
your EC dollars still have value.
Right. So I know people get excited with US, but EC dollars still have
the
value.
EC dollar, listen, it's one thing I love about coming to Antigua.
our value never drop.
There's no shortage of that value for the EC dollar is there. I love it. I love that about Antigua. I can leave Antigua with EC and change it in the US.
Absolutely.
I adore it.
We take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere take it.
Now,
so
when you look at how with artists now, in terms of you marketing the product out, a lot of the local artists are losing their visas now. And it's not just Antigua. It is across the spectrum. All right, I think Grenada is one of those islands that got hit pretty hard with a lot of the artists losing their work permits. Antigua, Trinidad as well. There's a few of the big names can't travel outside. Is there anything you guys are doing to help or to facilitate in terms of fixing or assisting your local artists in terms of maybe preventing them from losing it or helping them get it back?
I mean, that's a foreign affairs question. Right. I've spoken to some artists, but not recently, last year, and I've given them names of some immigration lawyers that can assist them with getting the work visas. Cultural exchanges are something different. You know, when we do cultural exchange from one Ministry of Culture to the next, so that's something separate. But I mean, what can we do? If it is that we're not even being given an audience to fix, you know, the issues that we're having with our own just normal visitor visas, where the White House don't know where you know, the White House know one thing and the embassies know a different thing. So you know, I leave that for the that's above my pay grade. But I mean, what we are doing is trying to bring a little knowledge or just insight with the artists to let them understand that, again, we have a whole Caribbean that we can tap into. And so I'll give you some examples, like, you know, some Vincies reached out to me, and Dominicans and St. Lucians, and everybody's reaching out. And, you know, they want to send an artist. Can you put the artist on the show? You know, we would do the accommodation if you just fly them in. And my thing is, sure, when you're taking one of my artists, I said, let's start there, because Antigua is always the one to step forward. I think if you speak to most Jamaican artists or Trinidad artists or Dominican artists, they probably come to Antigua more than anywhere else in the Caribbean. So we've always embraced our Caribbean brothers and sisters. And like I say to them, you know, it's time for y'all to embrace us and our music. Everybody has a different style of music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody has a different style of music. And so, again, we need to understand that we just have each other. And we all need to all work together. I work very closely with St. Lucia Tourism Board, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
And I work very closely with Dominica, and I think that this is where we need to go. We all need to join forces. We're not going to go anywhere alone. No one country can make it alone. It needs us combined. And only then we probably would end up getting a Grammy nomination, when we all come together, because it's going to need all our voices
to come together.
Yeah. So I mean, it's everything. Everything is like a domino effect.
Well, listen. In closing here now, I wanna touch on your major events, right? You have I Am Woman, which is Patrice's show, which is coming on a significant, what's the word I want to use? A special day here in Antigua. You know.
For her too.
Yeah. For her too, especially for her, right? And it's Ricardo's Drew Day. And as folks know, Ricardo is no longer here with us. And you know, what was the thought process or the planning behind her? Was it her idea, or was it you guys in terms
of me tear up.
coming on that particular day?
And
I know it's an emotional part.
I knew she needed time, and so we gave her that time, and I knew she knew when she was ready, I was going to be here. So we didn't push, but I knew it didn't matter what was going to happen that day. When she was ready to approach us, whatever was happening, I was going to move it to accommodate her because we need it, she needs it, Antigua missed her, and you know, she's part of us. And so it is very special for us, it's very special for her. I know I'm going to get very emotional tomorrow because I don't think people recognized it when they first saw it, but I think people now realize after, you know, there was a lot more advertising, you know, being done, they recognize how significant it is. And it's part of her healing and our healing, I think. So it is very special to me. It's very special to the Festival Commission. It's very special to Antigua. You know, he is one of our sons. And I think he'll always be the last man standing. So we will always welcome Patrice. And it's her day for as long as she wants it. And as long as I'm there.
And now, and moving into Melting Pot.
Yeah.
Right? Your baby.
The encore. Well, don't say that.
I call it your...
You won't get me in trouble. You won't get me in trouble.
All right, MAKHOUL, bringing him back for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
You know, what was the thought process behind that? In terms, I mean, I know you had the big year in Trinidad. I mean, overall road match champion of all time. You know, his name speaks for himself.
Well, I mean, you were here. You saw that.
Yes.
You saw what happened. And there was no disputing the energy he brought. There was no disputing the happiness he brought. I mean, we got so much positive feedback, energy. I mean, Antigua went viral from last year, and then he drops encore. Like, what are you doing? Like, we needed a little year off. Because the plan was, okay, let's see what happens for the 70th, because Antigua's hosting its 70th Carnival next year, you know, 2027 is our 70th.
Didn't know that.
Yes.
So next year is a big celebratory year.
Right.
70 years, okay.
Right, and we're already in planning phase for that too. But, yeah, what you want, I mean, it's the encore, like, I mean, really? And we do have some surprises, you know. We haven't announced everything yet, you know. We have some surprises.
Well, listen, you add voice, so that is it for me. I add voice. I mean, now...
Oh, shoot, I should have just bring voice then. No, but yeah, so it's a very heavy cast. Locally also, if you notice, I've, you know, all my young team, my young artists that are, you know, making a name. They're making a name for themselves. They, you know, their popularity is growing. Their music is getting better. I'm sure you've heard Gal Sidong and the Ninja, and so you know they're popular, and they also have a following. And again, you know, we were very happy we were able to make a space for them because it's like 13 of them, you know, and each of them would be singing. So we're glad for that. So yeah, we're happy. Skinny's back, of course. You know, Skinny's a staple. Skinny's like burning flames. And Muddy, he's also there. And then we do have some surprises. Tion Winter, of course. Tizzy is performing. Menace. Triple K. You always have to have a Dominican band because the Dominicans are so patriotic. They're so
and they're
loyal,
well represented here
and they really represent when they come out. The Vincies too. You would notice any, you know, the Vincy guys that say, "Hey, can we bring in some big on?" Because they, you know, they're going to fire up the place. They just want to know if they have permission to bring in big on. So it's things like that that bring that energy. You know what I mean? And then we have our Calypso show on Friday night.
Yes. And that's one of the points too we want to, you know, get across the folks too. I mean, yes, you have Patrice, you have MAKHOUL. Those are big names, international names, fine. But you also, after that, now you still have the local product that you want to see the numbers that come out for MAKHOUL. You want to see those numbers come out for Friday.
And they won't be disappointed because the Calypsos are so good this year, real good. I want to see, you know, I want to see GE defend her crown. I want to see what happens there. Tion has re-entered. So Tion is now defending
You know,
his
I'm about
crown.
to pick with Tion because he told me last year in the interview, there's it.
Yeah.
He said that, and we have the file.
Yeah. Panorama, of course, you know, Panorama is on Saturday night. So, you know, and then we have Rise on Friday too.
Rise,
After Calypso,
yes.
you go to Rise. Then we have the Breakfast Fete. Hopefully, y'all would finish the Breakfast Fete early enough so people could come
Well,
out
that
to
is the
Sokomon
plan.
Arc. Okay.
That is the plan to
right.
finish, start on time,
Yeah.
and finish at a reasonable hour. And the reason too with Breakfast Fete is because some of the acts where they coming from. That Canada.
We would like Sokomon Arc to
yeah.
please try and not take any equipment from here. How about that? And then, you know, we have Carnival Monday and Tuesday.
Carnival Monday and
Yeah.
Tuesday, Juve, of course.
Yeah.
And then, well, everything leading up. So now, in part now, Lisa, next year, 70 years.
Ooh.
I ain't asking you for everything, but give us something special, something we can leave here with special for that you guys are working on for next year, 70th.
No, I can't tell you.
Oh gosh, just something now, man. Give me a little piece now. Give me a little something.
Well, Bacchanal Friday might be Bacchanal Friday again. We're bringing in some Bacchanal for Bacchanal Friday.
Okay.
You never know. We're definitely looking at. We're looking at
She
introducing
right
a
in
new
with
show.
she right in with
We're
something
looking
in
at
it.
introducing a new show. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and well, I mean, you and I will talk behind the scenes.
Maybe you'll have 3 days of mass. Who knows?
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh, wow. 3 days of mass. That is different.
Exactly.
That is different.
Yeah.
And then you know, you want to look at the pay-per-view element as well.
That for sure. That is something that we're looking to introduce.
Okay.
We're gonna actually play with it for One Nation, which we have in January, our One Nation Music Festival.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it for that for sure. But the pay-per-view, I do want to introduce that for next year, for our
Yep.
70th. I think you know by then we would all have an idea of what's really happening in the world. And again, we need to put value on our culture. And if we value our culture, what's a $5 US to pay, or what's a $10 US?
$4.99. Can't go wrong.
Correct. So I mean, again, once we start to put the culture on the start to put the value on the culture, everybody else would.
All right, folks. The Honorable Ambassador Elizabeth Machoul, thank you for taking the time
Yeah.
out. Listen, folks, this is Carnival week, and you see, she's sit down here. This is the longest.
I know.
This is the longest I have gotten this lady here to sit down in one place. So this is an honor here, all right, to have us sit down, and I appreciate you so much. And I want to thank you
for
again
coming.
for having us. I mean, you know, bringing us every year to do this. We appreciate it. And, you know, we look forward to continuing working with you guys and, you know, to really expand the culture.
Great. Looking forward to hearing what you have in store for me for my 70th. Then.
Well, listen, we have, don't worry,
right.
we will work on that.
Let's
We will
go.
work on that. You sound cool. Ladies and gentlemen, catch y'all back. We out. All right, it's the official start. It's the official start to T-shirt mask. They call it the official start to Carnival. T-shirt mask happens the week before Carnival. DLIFE here, we on the ground, Antigua, making it happen. What's the name of it? We're nice here on Antigua, all right? Let me see, they have the queens here. Let me see if I can talk to the queen of Carnival. Let me see if I can talk to the, don't go nowhere yet. How you doing there?
I'm doing great, and how are you?
I am good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So tell the folks watching now your name, and you are the Queen of Carnival 2026.
Yes, my name is Zane Frederick, and I am your Queen of Carnival 2026. Yes.
All right. How does that feel?
It feels amazing, honestly. I am excited to represent my island regionally, so I'm looking forward to that the most.
And who you playing mass with?
I am playing with two bands actually, with Chatterbox and with Barefoot today.
All right, but have fun, all right? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, DLIFE here, be on the road, T-shirt mass start. We have more queens here. We had the first runner-up and the second runner-up. We're going to wear it, all right, boss? All right, so we'll talk to the second runner-up first. What's your name there?
Aaliyah Taylor.
And you are representing?
Cool and Smooth.
Cool and Smooth. Is this your first time competing?
Oh yeah, so we can only enter Queen of Carnival one time.
Okay.
So this is all of our first times.
So how does it feel to be the second runner-up?
It felt amazing because the experience was especially exhilarating because I got to experience it with my other pageant sisters, and we have a close bond, so it was really good.
All right, so nice. Let me run across here. Let me talk to the first runner-up real quick. All right, you can move slow. All right, so you being the first runner-up. What's your name there?
Christine Powell,
And you're representing?
ACB Caribbean.
All right, and you plan on playing mass this year?
Of course.
Who you playing with?
For Teacher Mass?
Yeah.
Barefoot.
Barefoot?
Yeah.
And then on the road, who you with? Monday and Tuesday?
Today sections.
Sections, all right. Folks, we here live. This is the Antigua Carnival, T-shirt mass, Synergy TV, Fusion, DLIFE, we on the road. There's what it's all about. There's how it start. T-shirt mass the week before, pure madness. So you can see all the trucks coming up. Nothing ain't start yet. We now start to film.
Like it's broken. Calypso is where we are. Calypso is going to continue. Calypso. It's Antigua's Carnival.
Hey! Guess she didn't know. She said, I say, we are texting. She said Calypso. That way, just call him. You guys, the teen runner-up, All right, so let me start with you. You are Mr. Teenage 2026.
Oh, yes, I am.
And what's your name, sir?
My name is Soleil Williams.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
What do you have to tell the people special about being a teen for 2026?
Oh, Mr. Teenage is not just a crown, it's not just a title, it's who you uplift. So to all the people who are going to be after me, not only just carry the title with purpose, but have fun with it, honestly.
All right, and we have Miss Teenage.
Hello.
Your name is?
Catherine Pimentel, representing the Clear Hall Secondary School.
You hear that? You hear that?
Yes.
Go ahead, you take it.
I would like to encourage the youth of Antigua and Barbuda to take on a pageant, join Panorama, or do Soca Monarch or Junior Soca Monarch. It is important that we involve ourselves in our culture to ensure that it is preserved. And I would also like to shout out our sponsor, ECAB, our future, our bank.
All right, so here what I want you to do for me. I want you to pass the mic to everybody and let them introduce themselves right now.
Okay, guys, introduce yourself as the mic goes down.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Duvia Burns, proudly representing the Clay Hall Secondary School.
Hello, everyone. I am Brianna Ellis, proudly representing the Christ the King High School.
Good afternoon, everyone. Zion Joseph, proudly representing the St. Joseph's Academy.
Good afternoon, I'm Angela Thomas, proudly representing the Antigua Girls High School as your first runner-up.
So all together now, let people know what it is about Antigua Carnival. Is feel the rhythm! That's what we're talking about. This is the future, man. All right, this is the teens. All right, Antigua Carnival T-shirt mass 2026. This is how we're doing it. We live here on the road. We have the steel bands. All right, and we're just making sure everybody have a good time right now. Antigua Carnival 2026. Synergy TV Fusion, we on the road. T-shirt mask in full effect. I don't know which band this is right now, but we live on the road. I'm gonna see if I can get the name of this band here. I'm gonna see if I can get the name. What's the name of this band?
Jump Street.
Jump
Street.
Jump Street. Name of the band is Jump Street. This is just one of the T-shirt bands. I think the name of this band is Dumb Street Carnival. Road Happy Bun Up. That's what the shirt says. Road Happy Bun Up. Dumb Street. I mean, we ain't get to the big bands yet. Still looking for, what is it, Barefoot? All the other big bands. So it just started, and you can see like the sun started to set. So look like T-shirt masks going into the night, and we'll be out here. Listen, this is T-shirt Mass. This is insane. One of the bigger bands for T-shirt Mass about to pass us right now. And when we talk about insane, it's madness. This is insane. That is all I have to say. I ain't saying nothing else. It's insane.
Yo, turn on the tachophone, please. Up. 1 wall. How much wall?
Let me talk to these guys right here real quick. All right, Synergy TV, we live on the ground here, T-shirt Mass. Yeah. Where does Ole was just singing?
Bangy line, bangy line, dog. Man a hustle, man a work hard.
Who sang that?
Who sang that?
Who sang that?
Balo, my boy Balo.
All right, so I wanted to Ole to give me the verse. No, I'm not from here, so that's what we're trying to cover. We're looking for the hottest tunes in the road band here. So talk to me.
Coco by Cass.
Coco Tea by Cass, you check. That's my song. But I have a different song, right?
Coco Tea by Cass. That's my song.
That's your song, Coco Tea by Cass.
Yeah.
But give me that, sing again, that Wally was singing earlier. Top of
bangy line, dog. Man a hustle, man a work hard.
Work hard. I know that.
Synergy TV, we are the
Watch it right. The best band in Antigua is insane. You check. The best band.
Insane.
From New York. From New York. We here.
New York. We don't care, man. Insane all the way, man.
I need to see all your Antigua Day back in New York. I need to see.
I'm still with
All right. All right. Insane is the band.
Beautiful coolers, be safe as possible. Give the truck as much space in the front and to the sides. You know we don't want no kind.
All right, it looked like that's a wrap for T-shirt mask. DLIFE, the whole team. All right, we here. It's only day one, people. All right, we had a good time. This is just the start of Antigua Carnival T-shirt mask. All right, so it looks like it's a wrap for T-shirt mask. You got to keep it locked right here. We bringing you more highlights, more entertainment, everything live from Antigua Carnival 2026. DLIFE, Synergy, CW Productions. We on the ground.